What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel guys, welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to be farming virals and volatiles at the Trinity metro station next to the bazaar. I'm not going to be showing it on the map because if you don't know where this is, then you are not ready for this farm. Anyways, moving on guys. Once you get to the spot, you go look for a volatile. You'll find one usually chilling right here to start the chase. All you have to do is smack it in the face just a couple of times and run back to the spot. Once you are here, you want to stand exactly in this corner, which is pretty much when you step out of the door. It's on your right hand side, so make sure you stand exactly right here most of the time, not all of the time, but like 90% of the time, because this is probably the safest spot that I have been able to find, and you can kill quite a lot of them just standing there. And I'm talking about the way I am doing it, of course, just using regeneration boosters, just to save time, so I don't have to keep using medkits. It's just a lot cheaper and faster to use regeneration boosters. I don't like using anything else because I like to be a bit tactical. I like to watch my health and all that. It gets boring and mundane if I'm just standing there and just like attacking them while they can't do anything about it. Then all I have to do is really pay attention to when my booster is done, my toughness booster with that armor set that makes you invincible. But anyways, so once you are here, you start the chase, you stand in the spot, you really have nothing to worry about. As you're gonna see, you can kill spitters. You'll find a few of them around, so if you have that spitless chase quest, you can get it completed here. We have spikes everywhere as well, so that got you hooked up for that quest that requires you to spike a certain amount of volatiles or virals or just infected enemies, generally speaking, even just spiders. That just wants you to impale them, and I think you have to do like 50 of them. So you're gonna realize that I do that here quite a few times without actually even intending to do it. So if you pay attention, I'm sure you could finish at least 10 of them per night, if not more. I believe I did like 6 or 7, and that is just like without me even trying. Anyways, what else did I want to mention is the fact that there are a lot of things that I wish they would also do to enhance the experience of this chase. I have discussed a few ideas and I will keep talking about these ideas. I see that a lot of channels are talking about the positives, and that is cool. Like, I have no problem. Everybody can speak about what they want on their channel, but I believe that I want to dedicate this channel to pointing out what the issues are in this game and what needs pretty much to be fixed and what can be ignored and all that, such as the howlers. Like, I think that's a missed opportunity that they kind of just like tossed them aside and made them turned them into like some kind of forgotten relic or something. Another thing they can do, I'm going to be talking about this in great lengths later as I talk about each infected and how I think it should be reworked, because I believe that they can do this if they want, and they don't have to do all the suggestions that I say, but it would be nice if they try to do one or two where they actually make the night scarier by making it different. Like, I want something that is innovative, and do not tell me that they are they're doing their best and all this stuff that doesn't really make a lot of sense when you kind of look at games such as Elden Ring. Elden Ring, on the other hand, doesn't have any bundles, yet they give you a full game that is very well polished. It's not perfect, but it is perfect in comparison to what's out there. So, and Techland has compared itself to, or they said at least they aspire to be like Elden Ring, or just like the Souls games in general. So I want to help them achieve that vision, and if I keep sitting here and telling them that everything they're doing is great and is fine and I love it, then they're never gonna get any better. So you have to see this as positive feedback, constructive criticism, alright? but see it the way I see it. I am trying to advise them, even though I might not be saying it in the nicest way, because we're not little kids. I'm not talking to children here. You know, I'm not talking to a 5-year-old where I have to be like, come here, little kid, please stop being naughty, you know, listen to daddy or mommy or whoever it is. And no, we're talking to adults here, so they understand what they're doing. These are not adults with zero experience in life or in, you know, making games. This is the second game they make. They're making a whole new game, which is probably the reason this game is not doing as well. Go check it out. I don't know what it's called yet. I don't think they even, you know, announced that, but they are working on another game. Some like medieval fantasy game that is supposed to have like parkour in it or something like that. And I feel like, why are they throwing themselves in a whole, like, you know, why are they just like switching lanes? Like, stick to your lane and you will be insane in your own lane. But like, if you try to go to someone else's lane, you're not gonna be as good. You're not gonna beat the Souls games. You're not gonna beat, you know, God of War. You're not gonna be better than all those amazing games out there. You might make a good game, but don't you want to be the best at something instead of a jack of all trades? And that is what you have right here before our very eyes, is this game that they can turn into, you know, or at least they can try to take it as close to perfection as they can. But in order to do that, they need to stop focusing on other, you know, projects. And I feel like, you know, when they have these bundles, it almost feels like they are using it to fund their other game. Because what are they doing with all these bundles, the money that they're making from these bundles? What are they doing with it? They're not doing anything with this game. They said they're going to support it for 5 years, but like, they're barely supporting this game. Like, we got what? Like, I can barely remember any of the great updates, any of the events. Like, only the Halloween event was good. The rest was like, pass. Like, now I might cover some of them soon, just for content, and that's about it. But when I looked at the polls that I had, guys, for example, people have voted for Suiciders as probably one of the most, you know, worst enemies in the game, therefore probably the scariest enemies to deal with. Like, if you are surrounded or you see a bunch of them, you just want to run, because like, you can't really do anything, especially if they're 2 or 3. You might be able to like behead one of them and like stop them from blowing up. I don't know if you can do that with Grounders. I know you can do it with Suiciders, but if they're like 2 or 3, you're gonna start running for your life. Imagine if they just do something like that, because that's another missed opportunity. Imagine, you know, in the middle of the chase, they just mix it up and they throw in every little while 2 or 3 of those drowners, and they just start charging at you. So they kind of make you flee the safety of the UV light, so you don't just stand your ground like I'm doing here. It makes it, you know, forces you to be a bit more creative, and maybe forces you to move around and use your UV bars while you're farming instead of just holding your ground in one place. Another creature that people mentioned that they hate dealing with are the Banshees slash Hags. Now, another thing that I believe they could have done is, you know, had Banshees come into here. Revenants joined the chase at one point. Like, why are those creatures locked into specific areas that, you know, where they cannot be experienced in any other form or in any other way somewhere else? Why can't we experience them? Maybe they can come out and now have slightly different mechanics when they're outside in a chase. Or why don't we have Banshees on rooftops, you know, trying to knock you down as you glide over, you know, from one rooftop to the other. So many options, guys, but I don't know. There are many different ways to make the nights and the chases more interesting and scarier, but are they gonna stop here? One way to find out. Anyways, for now, guys, this will be all of it. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and as always, have a great day, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care, and peace.